Hey guys, so today we have this. It's a Mastercraft 21-inch lawnmower powered by Tecumseh with a 4 horsepower Tecumseh flathead engine. My brother-in-law was on his way over here just to grab some brake clean, and he happened to see this one out by the curb. Well, he was already on the phone with me and he asked me, hey, do you want a lawnmower? And I said, sure, I'll take a lawnmower. And this is what he brought over, this piece of junk. But on close inspection, I noticed there's a couple things that are rather interesting and might be the problem for this mower. For one, there's no spark plug, so it can't run without a spark plug. I do have one, so we can pop one in and see. Second, yeah, that's not good. It's got nothing holding the cable sheath in. So whenever you pull it up, it just pulls the whole cable and conduit right through. Also, it's not adjusting the throttle, not one bit. So we'll try a couple things first, i.e. we'll give it a squirt of some carb sauce and see if it fires off. But before we do that, we should pop a spark plug in and figure out some way to hold this cable back so we can do a little bit of testing before we remove the throttle, because it's not like it's working anyway. And we'll just pin the throttle in a normal position at around 3100 RPM. All right, guys, well, let's crack into it and get a little bit more in depth and see what exactly is going on with this mower. Okay, so before we do anything, we have to get this working. As it is, we're not going to have spark. I've got something printing on the 3D printer to replace this, but for now we'll use a washer. That should work okay. Now to make sure it's going to work. Okay, I'm going to put some dry lube in there. Okay, I'm not sure where my dry lube went. Absolutely no idea where the heck it went. So I'm going to extend it and just hit it with some WD maybe. That's better. Big difference. I sprayed the other end. Good. I found the throttle's problem. It's just broken. It's completely broken. The cable's snapped just in here, so I'm just going to remove it and we'll replace it when that part prints. Hopefully that part works. Okay, since we have it off, might as well do a compression test and we can check for spark. Alright, so let me grab my spark tester and compression tester. There's the compression tester. And there, my preferred spark tester. Well, since we have it set up, I guess we'll do the spark check. And I guess we can do a compression test at the same time. So we'll get the spark tester on. Let's put it this way. There, that should be a good ground. And what else did we need? Oh, right, the compression tester. There. I don't know what I was pushing on there. There we go. So we have spark and compression. Perfect. Now, let's see if this will work out okay. Pretty sure I heard spark there. As for compression, yeah, we're like 80 psi. This is a good engine. Nothing wrong with this because there is compression release. So 80 psi, that's great. Now we'll do it one more time. Yeah, let's see that spark one more time. Okay, I'll quickly put these away, and yeah, it's about the same amount of PSI with both tests, so yeah, we got a good engine here. Sounds like it's got really healthy spark. I could hear it, so definitely has healthy spark. Oh, sounds like a bunch of people are out mowing their lawn now, so we can get this off. So I wonder, if I just toss fuel into this, do you think it'll run? Huh. Let's quickly check the oil. That's a little concerning. Okay. So we're going to have to add a little bit of oil before we do anything with this engine. Right, so let's add some so we know that there's some in here. I've got some pristine stuff. Look, oops, don't want any hairs in there. But here's some pristine oil going in. Beautiful. I'll have you know that same oil came out of an e-bike. Well, we're just below the add line. Let's add a little bit more.
How dare you!
What a lovely mess I just made. Oh boy. Let's see if that was enough of a mess I made. Yeah, you know what? That's more than enough for testing. All right then, let's throw a spark plug in, add some gasoline, and see what the heck happens. Okay, so I have a nice Briggs & Stratton version of the RJ19 LM. Thread that in. Then we'll pour in some gasoline. We won't put in a lot, we'll just put enough basically to wet its whistle. What a nice mess it's making. Oh, these wonderful, supposed to be easy pour spouts, and all they do is make a mess. Okay, so that should be plenty of time for some fuel to come down. Let's see. Will it start and run? No. Let's give it a little bit of help. Okay, one more time, one more time. Right. So fair to say, we're going through the carb. Okay, well, let me get some tools. But first things first is I gotta let the camera cool off a little bit. So, gotta give it at least a half hour. All right, see you soon, guys. All right, I've got the carburetor off. Let's just quickly get all apart. 2 5/16. Looks like 1/4 inch at the front, and we should be able to get this all apart. You know, to be honest, I don't think we actually need to remove that. I think we can leave this on because it's attached to this. It's not actually attached to the carburetor, it's just attached to the intake. So we'll leave that on. We'll just get the governor cable off. Actually, we don't even need to get that off. We just need to get these separated and pulled apart. So let's quickly pull these apart. So we'll need a 7/16 on the back and a 3/8 on the front. There we go, got it. There's the first one. And the second one. Oops, it's peeing out the gasoline. It's okay, it's going to pee out a whole bunch more gasoline once we crack the bowl nut off. Which is also the main jet. So let's break you free. Oh good, the gasket didn't break. This intake gasket, unfortunately it broke. It was still attached to the mower, but part of it had broken off, so oh well, I'll have to make a new one. So this, as you can see, it goes into the hole that is closest to the intake and on the side where the fuel line is. And you see it's this type of hook, almost on a 45, versus one that's U-shaped. So we'll need the 1/2 inch. Oh, it's not a 1/2 inch. Apparently it's 7/16. New. Lots of gasoline coming out. There's the main jet. Oh! Look at that. No wonder it didn't run. That is full of crap. Man, what a disaster. Okay, so let's get this guy off. Ooh. That's got gasoline inside. There's a hole in this somewhere. I'm not sure exactly where either, but it's full of gasoline. Listen. So that's not good. There's gasoline in that. So I'm going to have to replace that. I mean, I have another carb that I can put on, but I don't have one that doesn't have the breather. So we'll use this carb, but I'm going to get another float. Let's see, main jet. Or I should say the emulsion tube. It's brass. I don't believe it comes out. Not a brass one. No, they don't come out. Okay, as you can see, also the fuel line, I couldn't get it off because, yeah, the clip broke, and the fuel line, it's completely toast. Whatever, I'm going to have to cut it off with a razor blade. Actually, I wonder if I can use my hook knife. There we go. Goodbye. We'll replace that. Now, this will go into the ultrasonic cleaner. Oh, I better put that in there. Okay, so we're going to get this all into the ultrasonic cleaner. And as soon as that's all done, we'll be right back. But that's also going to be the end to part 1 to this video. So if you want to see part 2, don't forget to subscribe. That way you don't miss part 2. That's when we do the whole reassembly and get everything back together, clean it all up, and even do a blade sharpening on this. Alright guys, I'll catch you all in the next one.